magic in your backyard. Go and find it!
We'll head around to all the towns, head away on holiday. South Aussie with Cosi's on sit down. South Aussie with Cosi.
You know, I love my job because I get to show you guys and girls out there just how much there is to do in South Australia. Remember this, I am under 40 minutes from the CBD of Adelaide, southbound. And I want to show you a tour operator, a guy called Ben, this guy here, who does four-wheel drive tours with a company called OFF PISTE. This is fantastic. You could be sitting in this, he caters, he does the lot. And best of all, there are so many different options that you can choose from.
Off Piste Four Drive Tours is a very unique tour that runs through the Fleurieu. I grew up here running through the vines. Time to come home. I just thought, always wanted to put together an adventure product, and I thought what better place we could do it here that has food, wine, beautiful coastal landscapes, and then adventure. The Onkaparinga Gorge has been fantastic. It sets us apart from any other tour within the region and around Adelaide. That gives us exclusivity into the actual park to be able to appreciate what we have there. It's only literally, 45 minutes, even less now with a freeway. We're not too far away from the Gulf St Vincent here, probably only about 5 k's. I used to come bushwalking through here with my mum back in the day, and I remember we always used to sit here just on this grassy knoll here, right beside this wonderful little spot on the Onkaparinga River. The forward driving element is fantastic through here. It's would normally think of South Australians, Flinders Ranges, but Fleurieu's offering something different. It's all built on local knowledge. I have to stress it's not a tag along. This is, literally chucking down the keys, getting involved, getting the car and letting me do the driving. Let me come and show you something local through my passion and through what I know of this region. It even surprises the most local people in the area, which has been fantastic and a lot of fun.
You know, I'm always banging on about work-life balance and encouraging you guys to spend more time with the kids or the grandkids. I just love the thought of South Australian kids unplugging from the iPads and the iPods and hanging out in creeks. And when is the last time your kids, or maybe they never have, flicked a rock like this to see if there's any frogs? Let's have a look at this one. And no surprise, because I actually checked before, there's frogs. There's not just one, there's heaps of them. Look at this one here. What sort of frog's this, Ben?
A brown one.
Thanks, David Attenborough. But this is what it's all about. I mean, just getting the kids out to explore. And the other good thing about off-piste four-wheel drive tours is it's family orientated as well. They'll tailor a trip just for you.
I just want them to come and re-explore the adventurer in them and just kick back and really take in what this beautiful landscape and this beautiful region offers. Take a day off, come and jump in the car with me, grab a couple of mates, grab your partner, grab your kids, and just come and let me help you explore this region like you never have done before. We've got wonderful wildlife in here. Look at this guy. Absolute little ripper. How you going? Hey? Looks like you had a little Joe in there as well.
Hey, check this out. This is something you can do that only works like probably 30% of the time. With a wild butterfly, if they're really quiet, if you put your finger slowly under their front legs, they'll actually walk onto your finger. This may or may not work. This one here is a monarch butterfly. You might be able to see him down there. Ah, the butterfly whisperer.
The lunch spot is absolutely fantastic. Set up on private properties, so very exclusive, away from the crowds, kick back. All the produce is sourced locally from either one of the local restaurants or Blessed Cheese, which is one of my favourite cafes in the area. Tell the guests just to kick back, relax. I'll set up lunch for you, and before you know it, they've got a glass in hand of one of our beautiful wines, either from Samuel's Gorge or a white from Fox Creek or Darrenberg. And I'll just lay out all the lunch, put it out there, and then bang, everyone sits down, takes in the beautiful location, beautiful views and vistas, and just tuck into a beautiful gourmet lunch with a great glass of local wine or a craft beer. And then before you know it, we hop back into the four-wheel drive and then bang, we're here at McLaren Beach just to take in this beautiful stretch of coastline. This is really one of the jewels in the crown on the tour. I just love the opportunity that we can still drive on a beach. I think for a lot of Aussies, unless you're born on Fraser Island, you can do this. This is unreal. This is an absolute institution for locals down here.
And I think it's a good point. I think it's something that, as South Australians, we need to be very careful that we hold on to things like being able to have a campfire, being able to drive on the beach. We don't want to over-police tourism, do we?
No, not at all. Fleurieu Peninsula, would you believe it actually has the highest visitation out of any of the other regions? We get over 3 million people per year. KI, Barossa Valley and Adelaide Hills combined, and Fleurieu even sees more. It's outstanding. So gave me good reason to really want to unpack and show locals something different. It's not just about the cellar doors. It's not just about, sitting in restaurants. I wanted to take all the good things from inside, take it all outside so people could come and discover or rediscover the most amazing things that we have behind the scenes like no other tour in the area.
Geez, I not only just love this tour itself for what it is, but I also love Ben's passion for South Australia. Off Piste Tours is a solid 10 out of 10. Book it and you'll thank me later.
South Aussie with Cosi. South Aussie with Cosi.
Welcome back, folks. We're having a look around the Fleurieu Peninsula, one of the best regions in South Australia. The best place in Australia would be... I think they said South Australia. Okay, I say this as a former Biggest Loser contestant, but the key to any good weekend away in South Australia has got to be carb loading. South Australians, we eat so well. This place here at Ordinga is a classic. Home Grain Bakery, it's a 10 out of 10. Come and have a look.
We have been very active in making this place about the community. Our slogan is coffee, culture, community. We're passionate about good coffee. We're passionate about using as many local quality ingredients as we can. But most of all, we're here for the people. We want to make this a place that we like to be, and I guess as it pans out, lots of other people like to be here too.
I don't think I could love this South Australian business anymore. Successful young couple using lots of local ingredients. Now, Cara, run me through your kitchener bun.
All right, just like everything we make here, we try to use as many local ingredients as possible. So our Kitchener bun has Fleurieu cream in it, Beerenberg jam, we use Locky flour and everything. So we love the area we live in and want to support as many local businesses as possible. And this is a great way to do it. I mean, it's beautiful, beautiful products, so why not use something local and beautiful?
Cara and I started thinking it would be herself and I, perhaps someone else to help do a bit of baking, perhaps someone else to help serve a coffee or two. And that was just under 3 years ago. Today we employ over 50 local people between two sites. We've got a site here in Ordinga and we've got Home Grain Bakery in McLaren Flat. And we've got a bake team that works out of here that work about 21 hours a day at the moment.
How's that? This young couple is only 28 years of age, yet are employing 50 South Aussies and running a ripper business. I love the fact that my show can promote a family that's having a crack like these guys. Home Grain Bakery has a real feel about it. It kind of feels like a funky city bar might. It's hard to describe unless you're there. It's not only great tucker, but it's the type of place you just want to hang out. Make sure you check it out next time you're down south. And the owners, well, they're super passionate about their region of South Australia.
Ordinga is a fantastic area. I love living here because we're right close to the beach. We've got so much good food on our doorstep. It's relaxed. Life is good. Life in Ordinga and Ordinga Bay is really good. Couldn't ask for anything better to bring up my family and spend the summers on the beach.
South Aussie with Cosi. South Aussie with Cosi.
Welcome back, folks. We're having a look around the beautiful McLaren Vale on the Fleurieu Peninsula. And you know what? Wine regions are always saying to each other, which one's better and which one's better? Something that McLaren Vale and the Fleurieu Peninsula's got over the others, Adelaide Hills, Barossa, is its close proximity to the ocean. You've got the vines and the sea. We're here at Serafino Winery in McLaren Vale. This place not only has awesome wines, but have a look at the grounds that it's set on. This place has been an icon in South Australia for years, so I thought it's about time we came up and had a bit of a sticky beat.
Today we're here at Serafino in McLaren Vale, which is situated about 30-35 minutes out of the city now. We're a winery that can really cater for all. We've got functions, we've got accommodation, we've got 30 rooms, we've got a really good wedding venue. We make all our own wines here. We've got a bottling plant as well, which is unusual. So we actually grow our grapes, we make the wine, then we bottle it, package it and sell it all from here. So it's really unique for the region.
We do weddings from 50 people right through to 200 people, so we've got a couple of different reception areas to cater for the larger numbers. You come to us, we provide your ceremony location, your reception location and your accommodation, so we're a one-stop shop. Well, something that we're very proud to be able to offer to our wedding couples is, they've got a dedicated wedding planner. I meet with them from the first time that, a couple comes in to view the venue, and I work with them the entire way through their wedding process, right through to being here on the night as well. So any questions along the way, they've got someone that they can come straight to. Your guests can come, they park, they check into their accommodation, and then they've got the ceremony on site. They've got their reception venue just a couple of 100 metres away, and then, straight into accommodation for the night. They don't have to go anywhere.
If you're thinking about having a function, look at some of the wineries around South Australia as your venue. I mean, this one here's a cracker. I love being surrounded by these wine barrels, but best of all, this place at Serafino is perfect because if you've got a small crowd, they bring the wine barrels in, and if you want the whole room, they push them back. They also put these little tea-light candles between the wine barrels, which are actually full of wine, so you've got that beautiful smell. But can you imagine this lit up with tea candles at night? That would be awesome.
So our reds are probably more known than our whites. We've got a shark tooth, so Serafino shark tooth, which is our flagship and our terra motto. The Serafino terra motto is named after Steve, the owner. In Italian it means earthquake, and it's sort of like Steve himself when he comes in, the whole earth shakes and rocks for a bit, and then it's all gone. The events are something that we've really grown into. We started doing a few small events last year or the year before. We started bringing in a few of the local artists, and then we've now moved into some internationals.
Okay, I'm mad as on everyone spending more time with their family and friends. These guys are doing exactly that. Why is it so important to hang out with each other?
Because this is South Australia and we have the best wine region in the world.
Says the lady drinking beer.
Amy's Ride, we host that now. We host the Gorgeous Festival, and more importantly for us or for myself, we now host Sounds at Serafino, which we'll be hosting every year on Australia Day.
We are doing the quintessential Australia Day thing under a big gum tree, out in the beautiful sunshine, listening to great Australian music.
And we did a small one last Australia Day down on the lawns, and this year we thought we might as well do something big for the community. So we've got about 4,500 people attending to the first one. We had people lining up this morning at 7:05. The first people got here to the gates to get in for when the gates open at 10.
This is fantastic. The vineyards here, Serafino wines, fantastic. Great day, great event. Thank you so much.
Well, 3 isn't always the crowd. You guys are from the...
Adelaide Hills.
Tell me about the event.
Fantastic. So, enjoyed Wendy Matthews, looking forward to 1927 and an ice house and James Rain. What could be better on Australia Day, Cosi?
Aren't we spoiled? You guys are from the hills, so you know how good the regions of South Australia are. But how would you describe McLaren Vale?
Oh, it's exquisite. Similar up our ways, beautiful gum trees, vines, great wine. We came down, had a beautiful breakfast in the main street this morning. It's been very pleasant.
Good chance to rekindle the old flame, mate, eh?
Oh, it's not too old, it's pretty new actually.
Oh, it's pretty new.
I'm not even sure if we're official yet out in public.
Oh, really? These outdoor music festivals like Sounds at Serafino are absolutely awesome, and they're right around South Australia. Find one that you like and book it. It's a great chance to catch up on the knitting. What? Anyway, and there's also loads of local food on the menu, and most of these events are kid-friendly as well.
I'm very passionate about McLaren Vale. You've got 110 boutique wineries, great microbreweries, It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Come down, great food, great people like us. Come to McLaren Vale.
It's a very famous driven me and the fears of letting go.
The geese are probably the mascot of the area now. You know, our entry-level wine's called Goose Island, and that's because all the geese sleep out on the islands in the middle of the lake. But yeah, everyone comes to feed the geese. You know, the locals come, the kids come down with their bread roll and just feed them and chase them around. So, you know, they're really a unique part of Serafino.
Are they on the menu?
Not yet, but they will be soon. No.
No, it's all right.
No, you'll cut it out.
South Aussie with Cosi. South Aussie with Cosi.
Welcome back, folks. It is South Aussie with Cosi, a show that is designed to show you guys you can travel around South Australia without spending much money at all. Now, I'm showing you around the Fleurieu Peninsula, and this place behind me is great. The Fruchocs store located right in the main street of McLaren Vale. They do free tastings, they've got a free museum, free photo booth, and free things to do with the kids. I like it. That is a bargain. Oh yeah, and they make chocolates.
The brand is iconic within the state, and there's so much heritage to learn about the Fruchocs brand. They've got lots of really interactive stuff for kids. We're trying to create a place that people could come and learn more about the Fruchocs brand that started in this state in 1948 and the heritage of the brands and businesses we've owned since 1850. So that was sort of the start of it, but we've been able to add a lot of fun. So what did we want just to be a museum? We wanted to be lots of fun for kids and for tourists and for locals. So we've got the lolly mural, the world's largest lolly mural, and it's montage to lots of South Australian iconic things. So if you have a close look at it, you can pick up some other iconic things within the state. 34,000 lollies. It took 2 people 3 weeks to make it, painstakingly putting the pieces together and then covered in a lacquer to preserve it. So as far as we know, it's the world's biggest lolly mural. We've got photo booths. Selfies are so big these days that they'll have to get in there and take a shot of them. We've got some other things, some funny hats and big imitation Fruchocs that people can use in those photos.
Do you have any funny glasses I might be able to borrow?
Yeah, I do actually. I've got a few down there that you could probably put on. We'll see what we can do for you.
Let's give it a whirl, okay. Whoa.
Got machines that the kids can turn on and have a bit of a play. Lots of things to learn.
These old machines still work, so the kids can come, press the button, roll some Fruchocs around. Well, this one here's a classic. And some of these machines are over 100 years old.
This machine is Mr. Edgar's machine. So it was my grandfather, who I remember as a young child, him working over this machine, packing his dried fruit. Circa 1940s was when the machine was built.
I love South Australian businesses when they team up together because it's kind of like South Australia plus South Australia equals awesome. Fruchocs are leaders in that. They've teamed up with Golden North to make the Fruchocs ice cream and Nippies to make the Fruchocs flavoured milk.
Very proudly South Australian. We're very proud to be involved in our community, employing South Australians. And I think we're really proud of the collaborations we have with a lot of other South Australian businesses.
Bus tours are completely free. We give them free tastings. We do a talk and taste, and so you can get some of the lovely Fruchocs, and we have a different variety on the tray.
Pausing slightly, did you say free tastings?
Yes,
That's
free
a
tastings.
So, so you take a sample like this and...
Yep, so we just explain what we have on the tray. So
It's a great idea.
Yes, that does work.
We're a manufacturing site, so we actually coat product in chocolate here at McLaren Vale, and we can personally enrobe product for you. So what you do is you pick out a bag of product that you like, give it to one of our friendly staff, and they'll put it down the enrobing line for you and personally enrobe it in chocolate, put it back in the bag, and away you go. We have a Fruchoc Appreciation Society. It's free to join. We have an oath that people love getting their photo in front of the Fruchoc Appreciation oath. And we give lots of incentives, rewards as part of the Fruchoc Appreciation Society. If people want to join, then they can join online at fruchocs.com.au, or they can join up by coming into one of our stores, whether that's McLaren Vale, Harndorf, or a factory outlet at Glynn.
I think I'm going to label myself the ideas man of South Australia. How good's this? The South Australian breakfast. First, add some Fruchocs, the Fruchocs milk, a little bit of that. Oh, and then voila. Oh yeah. I think I may have created the next pie floater. I mean, not so much pie, but a new South Australian tradition. I just can't work out how I got on Biggest Loser. Must have been doing enough exercise. Well, that's it for another episode of South Aussie with Cosi. I hope you've fallen in love with the Fleurieu Peninsula as much as I have. You know, I devote my whole life to promoting tourism in this state, and I will do whatever I can to make South Australia a better state to... Hang on a second. Is that a rat's tail? Turn around, young fella. Oh, like I said, I'll do whatever I can to make South Australia a better state. Let me see this. You know, I just... So, if you want more information on South Australia, go to southaustralia.com.au. State's better.
In South Australia we will go, head away, holiday.
South Aussie with Cosi is proudly brought to you by the South Australian Tourism Commission.
South Aussie with Cosi.
I like possums.